bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab raw man. When it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, though. You don't want call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us, I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. For my whole team, I'ma let it go like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like. frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define. Break you down like a pan, I got it, don't panic surround me, I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up, I'm ready for war, you got to love it like black, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
What? 280! 51 to Mike! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sponge! 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 No! Watch twins! Watch twins!
From the 31, Wilson. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 51! Mike 51! Mike 51!
Get the ball.
Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up!
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
51. Watch the run. SOS. Peek in. Watch the edge. Gun.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Watch the whip. Check three. Kill. Tempo. Switch it.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Don't get nervous. Hey guys, listen. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. 19. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 9. Shoot. Check. Alert. Check 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run on 1st down. Mosley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st down, 49ers.
On the ready. 54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 1st down, Mosley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Floyd. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, echo. 54.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
This one complete to Lacy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Right there, 54 miles.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 52. Joker, 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 Joker. 36, 36. Hey, Sam on. 5.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, exit. Check 50. Check 50. Go. Mike's 56. Go.
Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready, set. Mike 5-4. You referee.
They'll try the left side. Mosley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Come on,
it'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Stu. Look at me. Zipper.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st down, San Francisco.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
You can't stop me.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey.
They'll try the left side. Mosley. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, team 6.
54, right there.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
14. Hey, watch it.
12. Watch the shit.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the slack. 51's a mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Jennings was the one he was looking for. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
First down, 49ers.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back. Push him back. Slow down.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
Friday.
Check. Alert flare.
To throw is Wilson. Short pass to Howard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Mike 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, if I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bravo.
Mike 54.
Yep.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike 5-4.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 41-yard line.
Mike 51. Check, 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 check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Nickel, nickel, nickel. Smoke, smoke. Shoot, shoot.
Zebra.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Flying 90. 51. Run left, run left.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Get that ball, Dean.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Hold up.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, calm down.
On third and goal, Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll have it past midfield. Almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
All day, baby, all day.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Yo, go, go. Hey, 1-7, 1-7.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, this pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go, 14.
Mike 51, Mike.
Friday.
And bring it.
Check, crunch. Bang.
Now it's Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
14. Hey, 0.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Danny. Let's go. Mike 51.
14.
Jim. Slam.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
4 down, even.
14, Friday.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Move the team. 25.
Let's go, let's go. Front left, front left. Back. 51's the mic, boys, 51. Are you getting the head? Check. Check. Lucky.
To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Four down. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now Wilson. Going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
What? 380. 51. Okay, double up.
Wilson will throw again. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 51. Check pass. He's checking. Crash. Rush in. You're out. Watch out. Ready.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go. Right there, 54.
Hey, wahoo! Now!
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Delta!
54.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo!
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You ain't doing nothing today.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
49er, first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mosley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Letting you know right now, you better.
Yeah! Squeeze!
2nd and 5. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check 13. Check your heart rate. Reload.
Now Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Good track. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming. Go, Mike 51.
Here's Wilson. He finds Howard complete. Shifts past him at the 45. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Alpha, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, let's go. Come across.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the